how to tune a guitar with a Fender System 1 floating tremolo bridge on it. So this is my 1985 made in Japan Strat, and what we're going to do is we're going to tune it up for the first time after changing the strings. The tools you need for this job are a Phillips screwdriver, a tremolo arm, an Allen key for the lock nut, and a 5mm wooden spacer. I've used a coaster, which is the ideal thickness. Using the tremolo bar, angle the bridge upright and push this spacer underneath the bridge, like so. Before you start tuning your guitar, make sure the fine tuners are at the halfway point, halfway screwed in. The next thing to do is to tune the guitar normally. So now with our guitar in tune, we move on to the next step. You want to make sure that the spacer is still firmly attached under the bridge and that it hasn't fallen out, or you can't easily push it out. If you can remove it, then you need to increase the spring tension at the back. So you'll see the two springs we are talking about soon. Using your tremolo arm, remove the spacer. With the guitar turned over and supported at either end, so we can still play the strings and see how in tune or how out of tune they are, we can see the two adjustment screws which we will need to adjust on the back of the guitar. These are for the string tension in the tremolo unit. You will need an appropriate sized Phillips screwdriver to adjust these springs. And just play the bottom E string. As you can see, it's got a lot sharper due to the tremolo unit being pulled down by the springs at the back. So what we need to do is adjust the two springs in the tremolo unit until we get the guitar tuned to pitch. Now we have too much spring tension at the moment, so what we want to do, we want to adjust these two screws one at a time, probably by only half turn at a time. Adjust the left one by half turn, then the right one by half turn. Check to see how in or out of tune you are and adjust again. So we're going to want to loosen these screws to relieve the spring tension at the back of the guitar. So this is where we were before adjusting the screws at the back of the guitar. That's the bottom E string. And after one whole anti-clockwise turn on both springs at the back of the guitar, we can see that we are more or less in tune. Now that we are very nearly in tune and that most of the strings are pitch perfect, we can now adjust the tuning on the guitar normally at the headstock. And that is how you tune a Fender System 1.